Okay, hey YouTube, back at it again here. I wanted to show you something here real quick. This was my new Desert Eagle 50 caliber in black oxide. I wanted to show you this, and you know, they take down just about is the same as all Desert Eagles, but after having all these Desert Eagles with muzzle brakes on them, this feels pretty cool in my hand. The other ones with all the muzzle brakes on them are so heavy. This one I got an idea for. There's a big surprise for what I'm going to do with this one. This will be the last video probably on this one for about a month. I'm going to show you a basic takedown on this, like I did on the other ones. First I want to tell you something about Desert Eagle when buying one. And I've got a lot of videos up there about Desert Eagles. They make several different Desert Eagles in several different finishes. The black oxide, which you could even take off with hydrochloric acid 25% solution, or you can actually buff it off. As you see how it's silver there a little? That's just from the hammer hitting. Let me bang that hammer down once. There, that's not gonna hurt it. That's will wear, and even here's a mild scratch. This black oxide comes off so easy. And what I want to talk about also, like imperfections in Desert Eagles, is just like this. I mean, this is a new gun, and you see the little dink in there? In the metal? I mean, stuff like that. And you have the dinks, and when they do it, they don't really polish out a lot of the defects. But it is a combat gun, and it's a kick. I'm going to buy as many of these as I can. I like Desert Eagle. I wouldn't mind collecting them. They're nice guns and they fire good. With them, when you get them, I was always telling you with the finished, polished ones, you really got to check the finish on them. This is a black one. It doesn't really matter. On the black oxide, to prevent them from rusting, you want to keep a lot of oil on them. That's number one thing on black oxide. It's porous. This black oxide, there's a lot of pores in here, and it doesn't really cover them too good. So keeping it very oiled to keep the moisture out of them is the best thing. When they're plated, then you know that moisture can't get into the metal. This one will be gone tomorrow, and it's going out to be getting titanium gold plated. You know, in about a month, the next time you see this gun, it will be in titanium gold. I'm taking it out to a company that does aerospace stuff. And the only reason, because I was tired of the crap with Desert Eagle, Magnum Research, telling me I couldn't get a titanium one. And when I get a titanium one, the finish is crappy, it's pitted, I mean, I'm just tired of it. I mean, if I can't get a Desert Eagle the way I want it, I'll get it plated myself. Now, the new ones, yeah, they do have some issues with them. And even with this black one, it's working fine now. I'm going to show you something. On your Desert Eagle, like, let's say you buy your Desert Eagle. Let me bring this camera up a little. And this is basically with the magazine. I want to show you something. Okay, so let's say you have a Desert Eagle, right? Let's eject it. And you have it in the store and you're going to try it out. So if you don't have a magazine in, leave it out. Take the slide. Okay, well, sorry about that. My mistake. Put the slide in. The magazine, rack it back. And this is what you want to do. Eject it. So with it being at the store, this is what you should be able to do on your Desert Eagle. And you should not have a problem. So you'll take that magazine and jam it in there. Okay, so I did that, and then eject it back out, comes right back out, put it in there again, jam it, hit it, it should pop out, put it in there, hit it again, pop it out. Make sure, and do that a few times, jam it, okay, and putting the slide back, like that, it should not hit the magazine. Because sometimes what happens, if you get this, and this is what happened with me for a little while. First time I did this, and I have another magazine. I actually took the magazine off another gun I had put the bottom base plate on. That's what I'm using. But see that? When I had it, what happened, up in here, let me get my flashlight. Okay, up in here, up where the slide is. Up where the slide is up in here, what was happening, the bolt was hitting the lips up on the magazine. And the slide wouldn't go. And the thing is, you don't want any play up in there. Like with this, you want this to be tight. You don't want to have to, and that's how it should be. It shouldn't move at all. And then when you take it, it should freely drop like that. And I would do it, jam it in there, and it should freely drop. And if you could jam it up in there, that means it's doing what it should be doing. Because I was having problems in there. You just want to make sure that's all lined up and everything's working correctly in there. I did have problems in there. So take it, you got it at the store, jam it in there, drop the slide. You know, rack it a few times. Yeah, I would push this down and then pull this back, because if you keep putting that, dropping the slide like this, it's going to round out that area. So, you know, pull that back, drop that down with your thumb, and that'll go down. But very important in there. This is how you want your magazine to come out. You want your magazine to fall right out of your Desert Eagle. If it doesn't fall out of there, you've got a problem. Don't let the gun. What happened is I just bought this gun yesterday, and I was going to go shoot it. So I was at the gun shop. I bought the gun, and he gave me the gun. He gave me free range time, and I took it and I cocked it back like that. I popped the magazine out. Looked at it. I always do like that. Just checked it out. And I took it and just jammed it in. Tried to drop my slide. What it did is the slide wouldn't drop, because the bolt was hitting on the lip of the magazine right there, and it wouldn't do it. And you know, for the life of me, they could not get that off. And they were telling me, "Oh, you're not supposed to jam it up in there." Bull crap. In a combat situation where you're peeling off a bunch of rounds, and you drop that, you grab your other magazine, right? And you pop that other magazine in there and bang it in there, pop your other magazine. I mean, that's what's supposed to happen. As you can see, this one's from my gold titanium, from my old gold. But you know, that's how you're supposed to do it. It's a combat weapon. You're not supposed to screw around with this. It's supposed to be reliable. It's supposed to fire. It's supposed to be good. So when you go over there, when you buy it, make sure pound that son of a gun in there, and go like that. And it shouldn't stick. It should drop freely out like that. If your magazine does not drop freely out that, you got an issue. So yeah, I just wanted you to know about that, because that's common on these. And if that magazine is bad, then time to get a new one. Also, like I say, from using this already, you can see see a little silver in there? It's already starting to wear. I mean, these guys wear real fast on that, and like I could get that, and I could rub it a little. It's not that hard. And I could just get a friggin' there. I already rubbed it on there. It's nothing. This black oxide comes off. It's a nice one. So, if you did want to keep it black, I'd recommend getting it plated with like a PVD coating, you know, some kind of other coating. So, like I say, this guy's going in for titanium gold, and this should be pretty nice when it comes back. You'd be surprised. And I may get it the muzzle brake, but just about all my guns had muzzle brakes, and I kind of like this being smaller now. I like it. Like, it feels like it feels like a little compact gun. I know this is a horse, but like I say, this is the brand new Mark 19, and I wanted to show you that definitely about those when you're buying one of these black guys or any color. That's very important on that magazine, and that's how far it's supposed to stick out always. It's a free floating magazine. And when you drop that, I mean, like I say, it should be like, well, it's just like that. Bang, it should come right out without a problem. And if it's not, then you got an issue in there. You don't want that sticking. It could be just because it was new. you know, you hit it up in there and pound it a few times. Sometimes it's just because it's, you know, it's a new mag, but yeah, I had that right out of the box. I had that issue. I wanted to fill you in. So, like I say, next time you see this bad boy, it will be gold, and like I say, titanium gold, which is a molecular bonded plating process. What they do is they put it in. The whole gun will get buffed, polished, taken, completely disassembled, and they will buff all this out, try to make it as much mirror finish as they can. Everything. I'm going to get the sights done. Probably gets these mag cases done. Pretty much everything. Grips, you know, of course that's rubber, you can't get it done. But they take the whole gun apart, and then it will all get polished, and they put it in an oven, and they bake it at a few hundred degrees. And what happens, the gas deposits in the pores of the metal, and it's supposed to be like a equal to strength of a carbide drill bit. But it's going to be better than, you know, the finishes they have at Magnum Research, because Magnum Research sends it out as a decorative titanium gold. This is going to be an industrial titanium gold. I'm getting this plated in a company that plates industrial products. Industrial products, not, you know, the decorative. So it'll still be polished, real nice and bright, and it will be gold, titanium gold, but it's going to be a durable finish. And then, like I say, this will go through a few changes. I found a place that has laser sights for this. Under here you put them. It's a laser. I will get that. Maybe, I'm not sure on the muzzle brake. You know, I don't know. I kind of like it smell now. So this one may not get muzzle braked. You know, I may, boy, I can't say enough, man. I love these guys. These Desert Eagles are just really cool guns. You know, I'm just kind of addicted to them. This is my fifth Eagle. Right, fifth Eagle. And I have 3 of them. So, right now, I own 3 Eagles. And they're all Mark 19s. They're all brand new. They all still have warranties. They're top-of-the-line guns. Like I say, this is gonna... Yeah, you'll see. It's gonna be totally different, this weapon. So, this is, you know, kind of up before picture of the gun. So everybody have a good day, and thanks for looking at my video, and I hope this was informative. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye bye.